Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm the mom of 3 very active girls. When my first child was very young, when she was a baby, I used to love to make her baby food. I would make all kinds of vegetables, steam it, puree it, do all kinds of things. But I didn't do that for my second and third. I bet you're wondering why. It was because it was too hard. With one toddler running around and me trying to make 2 different meals for them, it was crazy. So today I'm going to show you a really neat machine that makes homemade baby food a little bit easier. It's called the Baby Brezza, and it is an all-in-one steamer and pureer, and it makes your baby food in a snap. Now today, since I also have older kids, I know what it's like to have to make food for the baby and also for the older kids. So I'm going to teach you a little trick to make your baby food and then add a little bit of extra nutrition to your older kids' meals as well. We will be making a sweet potato and carrot puree, and then we will also be adding it to my older kids' macaroni and cheese to make it extra healthy. Now, I have filled up the Baby Brezza container with water up to the mark, and I'm just going to add it in the water compartment right here. Very, very easy. And then I put it on the machine. Okay, now I've got my carrots and my sweet potatoes. I used one medium sweet potato. The one I used was probably a little bit smaller than this. Peeled it. And then I also used one regular sized carrot. Very exciting. So the way that I cut up my vegetables to use in the Baby Brezza is you want to cut them in about a 1/4 inch dice. Now the way that I do a really great dice is I first julienne the vegetables, and that is to make it into strips. And then I just take my knife and I just cut, and there you have very, very nice, even dice. So then the Baby Brezza has this really neat cutting board that comes with it that makes it so easy to add it to your food processor. I mean, have you ever had it on the thing and you're trying to scoop it in? So here we go. We put the hole right above the Baby Brezza machine and we scoop it in. That is so easy, I cannot believe it. Alright, so then I've got my carrots, and I'm going to do the dicing the exact same way. I have it julienned, a little bit thicker than traditional julienne, and then I cut it into chunks. So here we go. See how easy that is? And then I'm going to use my nifty little cutting board and put it in there. Now I already have a cup of my sweet potato already crunched up, diced. And then I have my carrot. And so I'm going to do a little bit more of the carrot here. And then watch this, guys. This is so, so easy. I'm telling you, I would just have this out on my counter every night if I still had babies. And I might even do it now that I don't even have babies. Because wait till you see how I'm going to make their food a little bit healthier without them even knowing it. Alright, so I've got my vegetables in the Baby Brezza. I'm going to put the top on. I've already put my water in. And then all I do is press steam and blend, and I'm going to do it for 20 minutes to make sure to get those sweet potatoes nice and mushy. So we've steamed our carrots and our sweet potatoes in the Baby Brezza for 20 minutes, and at the end of that 20 minutes, it automatically blended it up into a puree. It seriously is set it and forget it. So we're going to open up our puree very, very carefully to avoid steam burns. I'm going to open it up, and we have a beautiful sweet potato and carrot puree. And I'm going to add just a little bit of nutmeg. Get my spatula, which is shaped just like the container. It's got a nice square shape, and it's the exact size to go around the middle part. So they were thinking when they made this thing. Alright, so I'm going to put some of that in my little baby bowl here and get ready to feed my baby. And it's so yummy, I think even I can have a bite and see how it is. Let me see. That is really good. I think I might just eat the rest of this bowl. Okay, so now I have my baby food all ready, but I have leftovers, so what do? Baby Brezza has this really neat storage container. So what you can do is you can spoon your puree into the storage container. And I bet you're wondering why it's shaped like this. It is shaped like this because I can refrigerate or freeze this container. And then when I'm ready to reheat it, I can set this inside my Baby Brezza steamer, set it on steam, and it will defrost or reheat the puree. So it's so easy. You really just need this one device to do everything you need to make homemade baby food. It's awesome. Okay, now watch this. I have made my older kids some macaroni and cheese for dinner. And if you have toddlers, you know, that's the one thing they will always eat. So, I've got my macaroni and cheese here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of my puree into the macaroni and cheese. These vegetables are very rich in vitamin C, beta carotene, all kinds of good stuff. And I'm going to mix that up there. I think you will want to gradually increase the amount of puree that you add just to kind of get your kids used to the taste. But I'm going to add a good amount there. And then I serve it on my fun hand-painted plate. Kids always eat better when it's on fun plates. So to disguise the carrot, you will want to add just a little bit of extra cheese in there, because the carrot can have a little bit of a strong taste. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra cheese, and I'm going to spoon it out on the plate. And there I have it, just a little bit of extra healthiness inside my old staple, the macaroni and cheese. Now, when you're feeding kids vegetables, I like to hide vegetables, but I also like to offer it to them straight, so they get used to seeing it on their plate. So we want to have a rainbow, so I'm also going to serve it to toddlers with some broccoli and some diced up tomatoes. Make sure you dice them because of the choking hazard. Now, if they don't eat these, it's okay. I've offered it to them. They can explore it, they can play with it, but they have a little bit of extra fortification in their macaroni and cheese that I've just hidden in there. So if you want to know more about the Baby Brezza machine, and if you want to get all kinds of great recipes and you know, to know about everything that has to do with Baby Brezza, go to babybrezza.com.